Hi, this is Paul Briant with South Coast Yachts, and I'm going to do another walkthrough, this time on this 2023 Beneteau Oceanis Yacht 60 Joy. And she's here at Konukai Marina in San Diego, and we're going to do a full walkthrough. It's going to be a detailed walkthrough, show you all the features of this boat. It's going to be quite long, so stick with me. I'll also put a link in the description of the video down below for the Yacht World listing. You can also find more information about this boat on our website at scyachts.com, or email me at paul@scyachts.com. And again, I'm Paul Briant with South Coast Yachts. Follow along with me on this tour of this beautiful boat. Well, we're on deck on the Oceanis Yacht 60, and one of the unique layout features of this boat is the cockpit, where it's all basically one level. No level changes all through the cockpit, and the helm seats, you can kind of step out like that. It's all, like I say, one level. There's a step up there and a step right up at the foredeck, but other than that, this is all one level. And this is actually a great seating space right here. You got easy access to the wheel, all your controls, your winch controls. You can control all the lines from either helm, sitting astride this thing, and good visibility forward. So this boat has the option of the hard top. It's actually kind of a combination hard soft top, and it's got a solid frame, and then the bimini is retractable like that. Shot of that. And so if you're sailing and you want to see the sails and everything, you can pull that back to get more sun. So I'll just pull this back here for now. Very easy. It's just got a latch right here that locks. You can lock it in any position. Well designed. Also deflects rain off the side, that type of thing. There's lighting up forward, etc. Obviously twin wheels, twin rudder, twin helm station. This is the main control station on the starboard side. It does have a wireless autopilot remote. There's also a autopilot control head on that side. You can also, of course, control the autopilot from either of the 12-inch Raymarine multifunction displays, standby, auto, right there. So you can do that. This boat does have ship control, which enables you to, for example, turn on lights, turn on air conditioning. You've got navigation stuff here, music, so you can control whether you're using Bluetooth, audio, or auxiliary, radio, that kind of thing. Just a myriad of things you can do with this. You can start the generator from here, the inverter. You can see we're on shore power, so there's shore power going to both sides. Ship control is a wonderful system. But at the moment, we can go to chart plotter and we've got all our basic information here. Chart plotter is currently up right now with the radar overlaid over the top of it. Digital engine controls, so single Yanmar 150 horsepower direct drive with a folding prop, and very light control, so 2 fingers. Even though this looks like it's for 2 engines, this is actually just for a single engine, so don't be confused by that. This is your bow and stern thruster control. So this boat has a retractable stern thruster and a fixed bow thruster. It's proportional, so the more you move these levers over, the faster the bow thruster goes, or the more power it provides. So really good proportional steering. Of course, you can rotate the boat using the bow thruster, move it sideways like this. It also has a unique feature of a hold feature, so if you're up against a dock, you can set the hold function and it will hold the boat up against the dock using the bow and stern thrusters. Don't know how much you'd use it, but it's one of those things that if you ever did, it would be incredibly useful. For example, if you were at a fuel dock by yourself fueling up and you wanted the wind was blowing you away from the dock and you wanted to hold it on the dock while you ran and jumped down on the dock to tie her up, that would be incredibly useful. Your Yanmar engine controls, your quick bow thruster or quick anchor windlass control right there, so you can raise and lower your anchor windlass, and also it's got a chain counter on it. It's got electric jib furler, and you've got controls for your primary winches here, left and right winches and halyard winches. It's also got an asymmetric spinnaker with an electric furler. Sorry, a code 0 with an electric furler, which is outrageous, but it is wonderful. Really, really wonderful. So that's all your controls at this pedestal. Starboard side, you have these beautifully designed, very light Cobra Nautica composite wheels. And if we step over to this side, we've got controls for all our lights, also our winches here, electric winches, and also a Raymarine 12-inch multifunction display. These tables, cockpit tables, are on motorized pedestals, so they go up and down, so you can see there, and I'll put a shot in here of them with the filler cushion on, so you can make this into a big sun pad. So those both raise and lower. And then control for our electric swim platform, so I'm going to lower that. Takes about 4 seconds. So those are all the controls there. This boat, instead of having cleats, so if you're heeled over and you're tending to slide down to the low side, it has this. This comes from the offshore race boats. And so you lift that up, so when you're standing here, sorry about my bare feet, you're actually, when the boat's heeled over, you're standing level, so there's a lot less fatigue. You have a Raymarine handheld remote VHF, wireless, and then this is actually quite a unique feature. It's a dual USB port right there, waterproof. So you can plug in USB cords to charge your phone, etc. As I mentioned, all the lines are laid back, so very easy to single hand this boat, or short-handed sailing. Everything's laid back here on the port and starboard side. There's also access while we're here. We'll lift this up. This has a dinghy garage. So the boat currently has a dinghy in here, so if you were going ashore shopping or anything, you could just launch the dinghy up inside the dinghy garage and then pull everything out from here, instead of having to unload it off the swim platform. Also putting stuff in the dinghy, laundry, etc. You could just drop them in from here, then launch the dinghy afterwards. Good feature. Under the helm seat is a cooler, little refrigeration unit, and then there's just storage under that one. So let's take a walk forward. Wide open decks, got these little blue LED courtesy lights all the way along. There's a boarding ladder, removable boarding ladder on that can go either side. Give you a shot of this hardtop from here, and it's got the factory cadet grey, I believe it's cadet grey canvas with crystal clear macrolon windows, jib cars, and everything's laid back under the deck, so clean design feature. And this boat does have inmast furling, and it's got the upgraded hydronet sails. She does have, I'll see if I can get this for you she does have the camera up there on the starboard spreader. There's one on the bottom facing aft, one on top facing, one on this side facing forward. It's an augmented reality reality system, so it projects that on the TV screens. You've also got uplighters and downlighters, spreader lights on the bottom of the spreaders and on the tops. As I mentioned, hydronet main and jib. In-mast furling system. It is a painted mast, white painted aluminum mast by Sparkcraft. They do a wonderful job. It's got these jib and main sheet halyard tensioning locking system, so it unloads the compression off the deck. So the compression is just taken on the mast. So nice feature, some mast steps there. It does still have the self-tacking jib hardware. It doesn't have a self-tacking jib. It's a full-size Genoa or jib, and it's 105% to these jib tracks here. But if you wanted a self-tacking jib, you could buy one, drop the jib and put the self-tacking jib on that. If you were going long windward passage, it might be a good idea. Of course, teak decks, these have been sealed with Semco, so it's got a sealer on it to help protect it, but looks nice. It's probably getting ready to be redone. And you've got the sun pad on deck. I'll show you down below. There is a shade setup for this, so if you're lying up here you have some shade. 4 hatches on the foredeck. These are all above the master bed. Up on the composite bowsprit, you've got attachment point up there for the asymmetric spinnaker, and then you've got a furling code 0 on an electric pro furler, quite unique. And then the hydronet jib on a electric Facnor electric furler. Those have proved so far very reliable and very powerful. Your anchor windlass, in the Yacht World description it's got the length of chain and rode. I can't remember it off by heart, but it's 1/2-inch chain, Lumar 12-volt anchor windlass. Actually, I believe it's 24 volt, and your propane tank up here. There is also a fresh and salt water washdown up here, so you can, if you've got a bunch of mud on your chain, you can wash it off with salt water and then rinse everything with fresh. And then this is the crew cabin. I'll open this up quickly. So this is the crew cabin. It's actually got 2 bunks here. Okay, so I actually climbed down inside the crew cabin here, and there's actually a toilet and a shower in here. It's pretty remarkable how much they've squeezed into this space. It's got its own little sink with a pull-out shower. It's a manual toilet, but very adequate. 2 bunks here, and storage space. So nice little compartment here for crew or kids, grandkids, that kind of thing. So we'll take a walk back here along the starboard side, give you a view of these gorgeous teak decks. You've got through holes here for water tank fill and holding tank pump out, and you can see the big windows on the Starja. Gives great visibility and lots of protection. And I'll show you a few other features of the cockpit before we go and check out down below. We've got some rope bags or line bags on either side. These lift up. I have to unzip the cushion, but these lift up here like that on a gas strut. So easy access and coiling up lines, and they're on a mesh. They have a mesh holder so that they don't get moldy and mildewy. Between the two cockpit tables in the middle of the seating here, you've got storage for the swim ladder that goes on the swim platform. It's a huge swim ladder, makes it really easy to get in and out of the water, even if you've got a scuba tank on your back. And then you've got these sunbeds on either side of the companionway with cup holders. Especially in San Diego, this is a great place for people to lay, even on those cold May gray June gloom days when it's 55 degrees. It can be 20 degrees warmer under here. So I'll just give you a nice shot of the cockpit. Extremely well laid out. Whether you're entertaining, I'll show you how these tables fold out. Whether you're entertaining or you're single-handed sailing, you're out cruising, it's comfortable, protected from the elements, but also very easy to handle lines, to move around the boat, even in really rough conditions. But if you're having meals with friends, you've got this large entertaining eating area here that also can be converted to beds. So if you're on watch at night, it's really comfortable. Extremely well laid out. So let's go and take a look down below. Well, down below we come down the companionway and we have these leather wrapped stainless steel support rails on either side. The companionway is very wide. It's approximately 1 meter or 3 feet wide and very gradual, as you can see, about 45 degrees. Makes it very easy to go up and down, even carrying a tray of martinis. And as you come down, you'll see immediately in front of you is the galley, which is very unique and runs athwartships on this boat. It's a unique design. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. We have a U-shaped salon on the port side, and it's got this pedestal with a motorized table with a motorized pedestal, so that raises up and down. There's actually a filler cushion that goes here, so you can make this into a berth as well. So plenty of accommodations, switches for that here. And another unique thing with this boat is that all your electrical is in one location or very close together. So you've got all your block nines and all your electrical system for the Scheibe panel, the Scheibe system, fuses, breakers, that kind of thing. All your AC breakers for your air conditioning and house loads. And all your fuses right here. And of course you can see we've labeled everything here. So our technicians, when they commission the boat, they put labels on every single switch or breaker so that you know what it is. That's unique at South Coast Yachts. Navigation station to starboard, nice kind of forward outward facing. You've got a large 12-inch Raymarine screen there. You can see we've got the chart plotter with the radar overlay above it, and then here you've got your controls for your DC, turn on your electronics, lights, all that kind of thing, inverter, a fusion stereo, and then your Scheibe control panel here where you can turn on air conditioning, start the generator, etc. Shows your fuel tanks right there. There is a pop-up TV right behind here, so that's clearly visible from the other side of the salon. You'll notice the discrete lighting down below here. Gives a good accent to the boat. That's really enjoyable at night when you're moving around the boat to just have those lights on. And as we move forward to the galley, on the port side, This boat has a lot of refrigeration, so we've got a large stand-up Retrofigo fridge, freezer compartment there, ice maker freezer compartment there, and then the ubiquitous wine cooler. Everyone loves a wine cooler. Plenty of drawer space, got these unique latches here, lots of cupboards everywhere. To starboard, as I mentioned, plenty of drawer space, and a 3-burner Princess or Eno stove with oven and broiler, and it's got a Miele hood with lights, fans, etc. Little microwave, cabin top or countertop microwave, and there's another big dry storage compartment there. As you can see, it's got some neatly designed garbage and recycling. This is quite interesting. Big cabinet there. Interesting design. And we'll go back and take a look at the engine and the crew cabins back aft. So as I may have mentioned, this is a 3-cabin, 3-head layout down below, and as you saw on deck, there's a crew cabin up on deck with its own head and shower. But this is the port cabin, toilet and shower. This has the upgraded, this is an upgrade to have the Tecna fresh saltwater flush toilets in here, so you can use either fresh or saltwater for flushing the toilets. And good size in here with a separate stall shower. It's got its own door here. Bright and airy, teak floor. Of course, this is the light oak interior. Alpi, light oak Alpi. Queen size berth. It's got custom bedding here, large hanging lockers and shelves. Of course, the big port lights. Access to engine room. I'll just give you a shot of the engine. 150 horsepower. Oh, actually, this is where the generator is. It's a 9 kW Onan. Right there, you've got your sea strainer, fuel filter access, service access down below. And then there's access to the starboard side of the engine through there. So the engine compartment, these stairs are on a gas strut. Nice and easy. And plenty of space all around this engine. I did another walkthrough when we were commissioning the boat. You'll see, I'll put a link to that in the description. So this is a 150 horsepower direct drive Yanmar engine. So it's shaft and prop, 4-blade propeller, Flexifold prop, so very little drag, and got a big 24 volt alternator for the 24 volt bank, and 12 volt alternator for the rest of the house loads. But good service access through all that. Oh, it's heavy. And then looking at the starboard guest cabin, exactly the same. Queen size berth. Sorry, we've got some, this is the filler cushion for the salon. There is also this is a sunshade that goes over the bow cushion, so if you want to lay out on the bow with shade over the top, that's that whole arrangement there. Boat has custom bedding in here, and then the splendid washer dryer. And of course, its own freshwater Tecna toilet, fresh or salt water, and shower, separate stall shower. just show you a couple of the little technical spaces under the floor. This is on gas struts, so you've got all your water, fresh water tank, manifold, everything's labeled, and air conditioning pumps, through-hole valves, all sorts of things. You've got diverter valves for the tanks, and then just show you under the floor in the galley a little bit here. There's nice wine storage, very clever. They've made maximum use of the spaces available. Storage, we've got manuals in there right now. Not sure what's under this one. Let's see. Ice maker filter. Whoops. And let's go take a look at the master cabin. Right, so master cabin, very unique design layout is that the bed faces forward. So what that does is it gets your head further back in the boat. So if you are sleeping here when the boat is pitching a little bit, obviously the further back you are towards the center of the boat, the less movement there is. So quite a clever design. Centerline island berth, so you can walk around to get in and out of bed. Also, making the bed is very easy. For those of you who've had to do that, you know what I'm talking about. So very easy. Also got a nice headrest for sitting up in bed. And of course, we've got a large Samsung Smart TV there. And of course, the big hull ports out the window. These have cleverly designed block out shades on them, and this whole port side is drawers and lockers all the way along. Lots and lots of storage, conveniently placed outlets. All the outlets have 110 and USB, and big hanging lockers here, full size. And then the head and shower is very large, very spacious. Big sink, vanity, there's me, don't want to see. And again, stall shower, nice space for, you know, personal cleaning products, etc. And it's got its own door and the Tecna fresh or saltwater toilet right there. So that is the Beneteau Oceanis Yacht 60 Joy for sale by South Coast Yachts. My name's Paul Briant, and we're the Beneteau dealer here in San Diego. And so give me a call if you want more information about this boat. You can email me at paul@scyachts.com or find more information. I'll put a link to the full listing on Yacht World in the description of this video, but you can also find it at scyachts.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.